The question is today, what has Microsoft got to offer with Windows? Now, I've been using Windows for pretty much all my life. Yes, it works. It's there. It exists. But what does it really have to offer? I mean, if I buy a new computer, what we're saying here is, what's it come installed with? It doesn't have Microsoft Office. That's what people probably use Windows for. Or the only thing it would come with is actually a web browser. And yeah, your Photos app. Doesn't even really come with games anymore. If I want to get Office today, it's going to cost $59.99. And that's for the 365 personal deal. And that's basically Microsoft Office for a year. But why do I need Windows? Yes, it's the standard for people that sometimes have. I had Windows 10 installed on my computer. And then I got this message. And it's not a very nice message because it says, my computer, you should really buy a new Windows computer so you can use Windows. Well, the current version of Windows. Windows 11. And the question is, why do I need that? You know, they're just wanting you to try and get the newest thing. Let's look at the numbers at the moment. Windows 10 has roughly 60.97% of the market share, and Windows 11 has only 35.55% of the market share. And yes, we're in December at the moment, so basically they've only got until October of next year to use their computer safely. After that, people have the opportunity of buying extra support. And people are being forced either to buy a new computer or, in my case, I've already decided to switch to another operating system on that particular computer. I've decided to use Linux. And it's probably the best way to go. But anyways, going on from that. So just recently, Microsoft has said, hey, you can install Windows 11 on your unsupported Windows computer. And yes, that's fantastic news because not all computers were meeting the standard of having that TPM chip, and then there was also the thing of having the particular Intel chip as well. But here's the thing. Here's the thing with upgrading to Windows 11. Updates can stop at any time. You know, Microsoft can stop saying, "Hey, we don't need to support you anymore," and that's not great. Especially you've come from Windows 10, but then you have no other opportunity of getting, you know, any updates anyways, unless you pay, obviously. One other thing is if your computer doesn't support Windows 11. What they'll do is they'll put a watermark. They'll put a watermark on your desktop saying, your computer is not supported. You know, have somebody else putting something like that on your desktop. It makes you think, what is this going to do? Yes, it's a watermark, but it's always going to be there, and it's going to say, hey, it's time for you to buy a new computer. Your computer's not supported. Neener, situation. And that I don't want, you know, a computer that says that. So why are people going to stand up and say, yes, it's okay to use a computer like this? Yes, there's probably going to be a hack around it, but just imagine, that's a bit of a jerk move for Microsoft to say, hey, your computer is obsolete. Buy a new one. And this is going to be the reminder that you're going to have every single day that you use that operating system. Your computer's not good enough. So Microsoft are trying to entice gamers to upgrade from Windows 10 to Windows 11. And the way they're trying to do this is through the new feature of Auto HDR. And this basically gives SDR games an HDR makeover. I mean, that's great because, games will look better. Now, I've actually seen today that there's actually a bug that suddenly hit, Windows 11 machines. And it stopped people from, they've stopped people from actually updating. Windows 11 users have suddenly been hit with another update issue, stopping their PC from installing all important Windows 11 updates. Now, this isn't good, especially whenever people need security updates. And the updates that they're having problems with, I mean, what's actually happening, it's actually ruining the game colors. Whenever you're having an update, it's important that things actually work after that update. And that's not great if they're having and that's not great, especially, if you're using a system that's mission critical, then you need to actually get this update, It's not good. But question is, why do people still use Windows when you have problems like updates? Currently what we use at work is Windows 10. It works to a point, and I probably get one blue screen of death once a month, and that's not great. I've never seen so many blue screens of death. I also get audio problems sometimes. Yes, my computer's updated, and then there's the audio problem that my headset doesn't work, and I have to unplug and plug it back in, and then it works somehow. In the world of work, people are going away from apps on Windows. I mean, actually within Windows, and then they're actually using the likes of the web apps, which in our case are the likes of Excel. And yeah, they work. It just makes me think, why are we pretty much always using Windows these days? There's really no need, unless, I mean, yes, you're going to be playing this particular game or using a particular app such as, let's say, Photoshop or something like that. For general use, let's say, whenever I'm using the likes of the Mac, this is a different story. Whenever I get a Mac out of the box, it's going to have applications that I can actually use and do stuff on. I mean, I got Pages, which is like Microsoft Word. I've got Numbers, which is like Excel. I get Keynote, which is like PowerPoint. And I also get iMovie and GarageBand. Stuff that I can actually do things out of the box, rather than having to go and have to spend money buying other apps just to be able to get stuff done. I can actually get stuff done with whatever comes on the Mac. And the thing about the Mac is it's reliable. It's solid. And people are going to fight me in the comments probably for this, but it's just the way I've seen things recently. Things work solid on the Mac. Sometimes you'll get the choice of what you use. Obviously, if you're in the workplace, you won't get any choice. But if you're at home, it's a different story. You can choose what you want. For me, obviously, I like to get stuff done. For me, I enjoy being creative in regards to doing video and photos. And speaking of photos, there's a Photos app on the Mac as well. I can retouch. I can do everything that I need to. Everything works. If I've got the likes of an iPhone, I can answer my phone using my computer. I can read text messages or iMessage. I can use my camera from my iPhone as a webcam. And technically everything seems to work for me. But I say this is your choice. If you want to get something at home, make that choice wisely. Use whatever will get the job done for you. And that's my thought for today. Take it easy.